This is your sign to quit your job. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melanie. So I am doing Vlogmas. So today is actually December 1st, but it is currently 1:26 in the morning. I do have a test in 8 hours. But I really wanted to do a tarot reading for December. I am someone who, I do believe it, I do, and I wanted to do one, so I thought it'd be fun to do it for like the first day of Vlogmas. I have my crystals with me. I have a clear quartz and amethyst. It's great. So I have here a angel number book. So I wanted to look up two different like timestamps. I wanted to look up 555 because if you actually look at my video from a couple days ago or yesterday I guess 2 days ago, I don't know, this week my video timestamp was 555, and then today, literally as I'm getting ready for this, I still haven't changed one of my clocks in my room for like when the time change happened, so it's still an hour behind. It said 222, so I wanted to look both those up with you. And by the way, if you haven't like subscribed, you should have subscribed. I'm going to be attempting to do Vlogmas since I kind of want to have more. I feel like Vlogmas would be a better way for me to like get to the habit of editing and uploading and just being very consistent. So you guys should subscribe to my podcast. That's gonna be linked down below, A Solo Path, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. But okay, so I found the page number. So this is Angel Numbers, the Message and the Meaning Behind 1111 and Other Number Sequences by Kyle Gray. I got off of Amazon. So for 555, all of your efforts are now paying off. Know that the universe and your angels are supporting you in creating and living an abundant life. So I feel like for my first video, just in a very long time, that going up, and I didn't even notice. I probably would have noticed in a couple days later because I pay attention to angel numbers and I just like notice them all the time. For a really long time I was seeing either 1111 or 111 consistently. It was a lot. So, but I didn't even notice this one. This girl that I worked with, she pointed it out to me, and then I like took a picture of my book and I sent it to her and I wanted to talk about it. So I find it very interesting. And then for 222, your gifts are creating opportunities for you to expand. Be open to opportunities that will enable you to fulfill your purpose. So I guess me about to do this reading, you know, before I hit record and I look at the time, I feel like this is fitting. So, but that is this. So we'll probably use this more because depending on the day, depending on how many times I see a number, but I especially see 111 and 1111 consistently. So, but that is that. So I have 3 decks down here. I have here Moonology Oracle card. So really cute. I actually went live on TikTok not that long ago and I did a reading before I put my 2 weeks in at my retail job. So, and I felt like everything was fitting and I felt like everything was very much correct. So wanted to do it for YouTube this time. So I have here the Cosmic Journey Oracle, which this one was also in my live. And then the last one being Work Your Light Oracle card deck. So all 3 of these have a book for me to read out of, which I love that because this way I can actually interpret it into what it wants me to read, and then also taking what I feel like is going on in my life and just break it down from there and how I feel. I've already like cleansed them and everything. I cleansed like my crystals and everything before starting, but yeah. So for December, I kind of like to talk as I do it and just see what cards come out. I feel like that for me is always works best. So I'm going to take down the others just so I have space. I don't know if you guys want to know. I'll probably just cut this part out. I'm just going to do one of each. for the Moonology cards, my moon cards, up here, you're very close to achieving your goal. I think this is forgiveness. Up here, a new start is coming. New moon, hold your vision. Fixed moon, full moon in Capricorn, full moon, new moon in Aries. I'm gonna put like my chart up if you guys like are interested. So I have Aries and Venus, but I don't have Capricorn. But it's also but it's my 10th house. Let's just like dive into this. It's going to be a super long video, and I hope that you're like as into this as I am to like be okay with that. You're very close to achieving your goal. The word forgiveness means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility in coming to peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want, though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there are also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you, it's just to let you know that there's a fuse attached to this situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. Okay, so for that, just like being the description, so I feel like for just everything for like what this month is going to be, there's probably going to be a few things. Maybe I skip a day or two. Maybe it is, you know, putting in the effort, and maybe I don't get the views I'm hoping to get. Maybe I just stay at like 3 subscribers for a bit. It is definitely something that is what I want will come eventually, just by being consistent and just keep working for it, and eventually that there is going to be a payoff. So I have here attuned to the moon. I know that I'm on the right track. So it's just like I'm going somewhere, I'll be heading somewhere. I'm on the right path of quitting my job and like school ending at the right time and moving forward for something different and new. But like it will take time, but I'm going the right direction. And then additional meanings for this card. Now's a good time to review your plans. So probably like my New Year's resolutions is probably a good time to like making different goals. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dream. So probably it is. Even if I skip a day or two, not to quit, just keep going. I will see results at some point. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project. And you need to get back into good, healthy habits. This is so funny because I haven't been going to the gym as much as I like to go because I just get so stressed out with school and work. And I went for the first time in a long time today, which is technically I'll say 30th, but I just did Stairmasters for 30 minutes, and then I did kind of like more like full body workouts, did more core, then did some like just kind of like jumping all over the place, but like mostly just body weight. But I find that to be very interesting. And then I went to Target, so I was like, well, I need to eat something, so I got like a protein bar from Alani Nu because it's my favorite brand. And then I also found some like I've been wanting asparagus for a month now. Like I need it. But like I couldn't find salmon, so like whatever, I moved on. But like I found some other things. I found like healthy snacks. I know I need to get back to the habit, so I do find this very funny that this card is like, you know, like it is saying here like getting back into good healthy habits, and I started it, and I feel like this is again like something of like good momentum. And then the teaching. The forgiveness moon comes at the very end of the lunar cycle, just before the full moon. She looks like she's bulging because she's almost a full moon, so she's nearly fully rounded. The waxing cycle and such tends to be a rather intense period of the month. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests a very ripe time, very ripe situation. 2 full moons, 2 new moons in here. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of new beginnings, new things being finished. There's a lot. But I feel like this first card is going with my situation and going with how I'm like starting something and it's new, but it's gonna be like, it'll take time, but it's gonna be worth it, and I'm going the right direction. And probably things like meditating and just eating better and going to the gym again and just like doing what is healthy and makes me feel good is going to help just having energy to do what I want to do. New moon. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most conspicuous cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles, and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. The situation you asked, it has become toxic. Either that will clear up now, or something really new and fresh is on the way. It is just, I want this to work. I want to be good with school. I want to be done with retail. I feel good about this, and I'm excited because it feels like I'm doing something right, and I feel like now's the best time for me than like the first time I tried to do YouTube. Okay, so attuning to moon. I'll see it when I believe it. I think that's especially hard for me. It's like, no, yes, I feel like I'm going the right direction, but like when I see it, like I am someone who loves graphs and numbers and just like seeing that and being able to pull it apart and be like, okay, what's working? What's not working? How can I change it? What can I do? I love being able to do that. I really feel like it helps me feel like I'm more of a problem solver when it comes to more physical things. Additional meanings for this card. When you start is on the way, you will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is forgetting about the past. So, which I do feel like this is a lot very helpful. I think it is probably forgetting things. Maybe what I did a couple years ago with like YouTube and just social media as a whole isn't gonna work, but also kind of like this is gonna work. I feel like this is now more of a this is going to work, and just be able to focus and keep moving. So the teaching. The new moon marks the start of the waxing cycle and at the midpoint of the dark moon. It's a dark and vile time when the moon is visible and a time of rebirth. It's time that witches do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle. Any intensity magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil to other worlds. So I do feel like I chose to do VlogMas at a good time for just the time of the year, just because a lot of people are doing VlogMas and that gets the most traction on YouTube, but also just for myself, this feels like the right time, and again, right time being fed up with work. So hold your vision. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in, and the second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could be referring to a situation that you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that the events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in it. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meanings apply to you. This offers a chance of some self-reflection. Attuned to the moon. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. So I do think this is probably more of a card of like being open, and like I see myself like just not wanting to do it because I'm not seeing the results I want fast enough. Okay, so additional meanings for this card. Yes, staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. Personal or professional relationship will be enduring. So some type of relationship in my life is going to be changing, or who knows if it's for better or worse. The teaching. In astrology, there are 3 cordial, fixed, and mutable. I don't know. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Let me see if I have those in my chart. So I have Aquarius. It's my 8th house, and it is my Neptune and Uranus. And then I have Taurus as clearly my Sun and Mercury sign in my 11th house. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that just starting as you draw. So anything that's just starting as you draw this card will last longer. Remember, we all have the star signs in our chart. It's just the way the astrological wheel works, so that there is no judgment. We say that while it's admirable how much staying in power the fixed signs have, they can be obsolete. So I think everything is like, yes, it's in my like signs or in my stars to be stubborn, but it could be like a good thing. The fact that like this one felt a little bit hard. I think this is more the like parts of like you're like it's gonna be more of that realistic side of there's gonna be times where I don't want to do it, and I'm gonna probably be more self-sabotaging than helping myself. Next one here, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that the effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay at your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dream come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this can be a card to face reality or a situation you're asking about. Making a plan will help if your personal life is trouble, whereas prioritize it more. This is your sign to quit your job. This already feels aligned. Release control and trust the universe. That is something I know I have. So, additional meanings. Professional project may be ending now. Admit you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. And then it's time to stop fearing the worst. The teaching. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy, and will be more likely to come when you're asking professional questions. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as much as a reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation, and this applies no matter when you draw this card. Making plans is a far better use of your time. So like again, I'm using like YouTube and like this as my example for like, okay, VlogMas. So 25 days. Let's break it down by every 5 days what I want my videos to be, and that is looking at my schedule, my free time, what can I do, what do I want to do, and kind of probably going from there to make a plan. So this way I'd be like, okay, do this. So we have here, surrender to the divine full moon. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it is feeling this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change, a possibility, even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to surface no matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor. This is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. And tune to the moon. I'm getting the answers I need. I feel like that's all these cards so far. It's like going the right path. Change will happen, but also it is, you're gonna have to fucking work hard. Don't lose faith. Don't be too stubborn. Just kind of like let the universe do it and just trust the process. And I feel like that's gonna, like, even like as I was going through cards, I'm like, I know I'm anxious, I know I'm scared this isn't gonna happen, but like I have to trust the process. Additional meanings for this card. A wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. That's very stressful. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. The teaching. The full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon. And pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way before too long. Everything's falling into place. I just have to put in the work. Let go of things. Can't be stubborn of what I'm not letting go, probably. And it is like everything's falling into place. I just have to like knock that first domino over for everything else to fall. My last card here for my Moonology is it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. The flame is lit, a wonderful start beckons, and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a proverbial positive sign if there is something you want to happen in your life. Take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. But you're on your way. But the hot fire, Aries, is driving you towards success in whatever endeavors you're asking about. The caution, don't go too fast and forgetting your manners. Treat people as well as you change your goals. You'll create much better karma for yourself. Don't even think about giving up. Additional meanings for this card. Do your best and be happy with it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so this is definitely something I need. Avoid being brash right now. Brash? What does brash mean? Okay, so just being negative towards myself. You need a 12-month plan, which, because this is Vlogmas and we're going into 2022, I will be doing a New Year's resolution video probably within this first week. A new male is coming into your life. That could be maybe a good friend, that could be like a mentor maybe, that could even be like, maybe it is a boyfriend. It will be nice. It could be a guy for me to date, or maybe a lesson to learn. It could also be that. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So the new moon in Aries is the first of the 12 or 13 moons of the year. You're committed to working with all the indications, and then the new moon in Aries is the right time to start. And drawing this card, no matter when you do it, signifies it's so late, and it's also the ideal time to start your moon work, such as setting with all these cards that I read of the moon. I still have the 2 others, but with the moons, it's definitely more like what I want is going to happen. What I need to do is to stay focused, let go of things, not to be stubborn, not to be so much of a perfectionist, be more positive with myself and be happy with the work I do make, and that with time I will get the analytics that I want and that I love to look at. I love looking at it, especially for a while, like on TikTok, my stuff was doing super well, but then I lost motivation because things weren't going well, so I stopped doing it. But I love being able to like pull everything apart and look at the numbers, and I loved that. I like looking at that. But again, it's like, don't be a perfectionist, don't overthink it, just let go of things, move forward, focus. I can do this. I will get what I want just by being more positive. Let's go into the cosmic journey. Write this into reality. Each day is a blank page in a book. Your next chapter is ready to be written, and you get to pen exactly what you want into existence. Whatever is meant for you is now being written into this reality. You're writing your own mythical tale. Download it from the infinite universe of possibilities into the realness of your current reality. Turn off the inner critic looking over your shoulder. Simply write as you are the hero in your own tale of divine destiny, perfectly unfolding. Journaling gets you into a perfect alignment with your highest essence. What is the worst thing that can happen if you write down your dreams that you are almost too scared of whispering to yourself? Cosmic catalyst. If my pen were a magic wand, what would I write for the next chapter of my life? Cosmic checkbox. Identify one specific thing that you want to see within the next month and write down how the universe conspired to make this happen. Bonus points if you use a purple pen to align with your cosmic destiny. I will do this. I will. I'll do this before sleep. It is 2:22. And then last card. Take a break. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations. Take a moment from your busy schedule to get off the treadmill of life, to appreciate and acknowledge all that you've created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing into the next thing. Be in the moment and enjoy where you are. To take a breath and register your mind, body, and spirit. To recalibrate, appreciate and celebrate. Decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you are not going to miss out. Perhaps you have just completed a big project, manifest something significant in your life, released an old way of being, or just burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time before rushing out into the next. You did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on vacation, book a massage, take a long walk in nature, go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. Take a break. And it says your work life action, take a break and breathe. I feel like this is literally like, hey, before you start and go insane for the next month, just sleep a little bit more. Just let yourself feel it. Just be excited, but sleep. Take a break. Do a face mask. That's what I feel like I'm hearing. Do a face mask. Take a bath. That's my reading for December for myself. This is probably going to be very long for some people who probably aren't interested in this, and I'm sorry, but I feel like this is very fitting for me. I feel like I am very excited for December. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.